and welcome to The One Show with Alex Jones.
And Amal Rajan, and what a show of mysteries we have for you tonight. We will be meeting the magician who tricked the world with his film of an alien, Autopsy. It even had the experts fooled. And now, totally random question. Ready?
Yeah.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Oh, well,
Yes.
look. Yeah, but look, it's an infinite universe, and it's only the human arrogance that would suggest that we're the only ones in it.
I know, but there's aliens and there's aliens, because in a film that surfaced of an amazing you'll recognise this, in a film that surfaced of an alien autopsy back in 1995, even the experts were convinced, but as Joe has found out, the truth is out there.
1947, Roswell, USA, and something crash lands in the New Mexico desert. The press reports say it's a flying saucer.
The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
Within days, the US government issued a denial, saying at first the object was a weather balloon, and then later that a top-secret experiment had gone awry. But the debate over what really happened at Roswell never went away. Then, just over 20 years ago, grainy black and white film footage emerged that appeared to prove that aliens had visited Earth. This is that footage. It seems to show pathologists performing an autopsy on an alien corpse and was said to have been obtained from a former member of the US military. It appeared to be the proof the world had been waiting for. But all was not as it seemed. A little over 20 years ago, two TV producers, Gary Shewfield and Ray Santilli, commissioned a magician by the name of Spyros Melaris to create a film of an alien autopsy. One that would fool the world. Well, the autopsy was in fact recorded in Rochester Square, Camden, shot not in 1947, but in 1995. The man who helped orchestrate the filming of the footage was professional illusionist Spyros Melaris, who for 2 decades maintained his silence about his role in the alien autopsy.
Personally, as a magician, I wanted to create the biggest illusion that a magician could perpetrate on the world. If you're a pathologist or a surgeon or a lecturer or a military person, whoever you are, you will look at your piece of expertise and say, ha-ha, it's a fake because of this. You see, and we had to eliminate that.
The team went to extraordinary lengths to cover their tracks. Take the phone on the wall, for instance. That particular model wasn't on sale in 1947. But call in an expert and they would know that it was being used by the US government. The detail was designed to lead you to the inevitable conclusion this just had to be real.
How do you persuade people it's genuine 1947 footage?
We bought real 1947 film, and I cut that and I spliced it to my film. Went to Kodak, said, could you please date this film? And I opened the can and I reeled the film off. And I'm just waiting to feel the join where my film stuck to the other film. And I put it up for him. And he says, it's going to be 47 or 67. Now, nothing else matters. It's not a human being. And the special effects guys are going to say, we can't do that in 1947. In fact, we couldn't do it in 1967.
And this is what seals it, doesn't it? This is what makes this hoax so believable. Classic magician's sleight of hand in front of the Kodak guy.
All it was.
The film made headlines all over the world. Author Philip Mantle has written extensively on UFOs. For more than a decade, he looked for the truth behind the footage.
When I first saw what was called the alien autopsy film, I was staggered, if I'm honest. First and foremost was to show it to the experts, the medical experts, special effects, and so on. And slowly but surely, I chipped away at it.
Finally, Philip uncovered the maker of the model alien, and he gave him one man's name as the perpetrator of this audacious hoax.
When I first got in contact with Spyros Melaris, there was a huge sigh of relief. You know, for me, it was the end of a very long journey. When you look at large-scale hoaxes in general, it is head and shoulders above them all. But when it comes to Spyros, he never meant to cheat anybody. He's an illusionist, he's a magician. This was just one big magic trick as far as he was concerned, and hey presto.
His hoax footage of the Roswell incident made a permanent mark on popular culture, appearing in everything from Time magazine to comic books, inspiring episodes of The X-Files and The Simpsons. But more than that, he succeeded in creating one of the world's greatest illusions.
That film was a big part of my life when it came out in 1995.
Yeah, you were saying earlier.
Me and all my mates are completely obsessed with it. And Spyros is here.
He's here, in the flesh.
In the flesh.
Or is he?
Touch him. Spyros, you talked a lot and fascinatingly about the sort of psychology of fakery in that film. Just what sort of level of detail did you have to go to pull that illusion off?
Every detail. Imagine you're an expert in something, okay? Could be a medical expert or somebody that was in the military or somebody that knows about things that were around in 1947, okay? Every little item in this film had to be correct because an expert somewhere would say it's fake because of this.
So give us an example. This sort of
for scalpels, for example.
Right.
Okay? In 1947, we were using scalpels with a wooden handle. In the UK. In America, there was solid stainless steel. That one detail would determine it's not real.
And that could have undermined the whole thing.
The whole thing.
And it's pretty amazing to think that you did this all pre-internet. I mean, you know, all that research back in the 90s, but you sort of created the alien to look a little bit different. So you know, it was against what people might think an alien looks like.
Had to do that. Yeah, had to do that because the general consensus was big head, the arm and black eyes, and they said 3 fingers and a thumb. Okay, that's a chicken's foot. Right? Doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And my partner in crime, John Humphreys, is a sculptor. He knows about anatomy, and we determined that, you know what, it wouldn't have less digits. It might have more. So let's make it 6 fingers, and throw the cat amongst the pigeons. And we did lots of things that the eyewitnesses didn't say they saw, and amazingly, after we released this film, they said, "Yep, that's what we saw."
Wow! That's the illusion. That's so you actually, I mean, you took the sort of research so seriously. You actually went to Roswell, didn't you? What did you find?
Well, I hired a small plane, and we went over the crash site, which is in a ranch, Mac Brazel's ranch. He's dead now, and where the spaceship supposedly crashed. Now, I don't know whether it was a spaceship or not, but it was definitely something. Something did crash there. Okay. The bushes are burnt. There's a big sheet of glass where the sand has melted in a sheet. And I actually, I might get in trouble for this, but I actually took a piece with me.
Spyros, you thief.
I know. Well, I'm not a thief, it's natural. Well, you will hold it in a moment. I usually wrap it up in foil because if I go into a shop with this and I leave, it sets all the alarms off. What? Okay, yeah, there's something special about this.
See, I'm believing you. I'm realising as I'm believing you that maybe I shouldn't.
But can you see there's like a metal glimmer to
like
it?
A glistening,
there's something there, okay? Now, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
You're right. I don't want to use your right hand. That knows what it's doing. I want to use the left hand, okay? Give me your left hand. Okay, don't worry, I've had it tested for radioactivity and stuff like that.
Good,
it's fine.
That's
close
really
your hand,
close
your hand and close your eyes. Just tell me, can you feel that? Just concentrate. It starts to get a little bit warmer. Not hot, just a little bit warmer. Can you feel it?
I can feel like prickly.
Yeah, that's it. That's the energy, okay? Now, what I want you to do now, I'm going to very simply lay out...
Hit me over the head.
Now, open your eyes now. Okay, there are 3 envelopes here. We could have a number of them. It doesn't matter, but we haven't got a lot of time today. So what I'm going to do, it's not a magic trick. This is not an illusion. This is something that you're going to just say this one, and I'm not going to say anything other than that. I'm not going to force you. Just follow the alien force. There's something there. Put the stone on any envelope you like. Do it now, please. That's the one you were compelled to touch? Yes. Okay, good. All right, so what I'm going to do is, very simply, if you had picked this one, okay, we would have got this outcome. Now, it is Halloween, and there are no tricks today. It's only treats, okay? So there's something in there. Can you take it out? Okay, nothing in there?
Show it to camera. Oh, yeah.
Okay, nothing there?
Pumpkin.
Okay. What's that? A pumpkin?
Yes.
Okay, let's just show that. You can see that there, okay. And if you had picked this one, again, you had a free choice, right? There was no psychological... nothing going on, right? They're not marked in any way. Take that one out. There's no numbers on them. They're not glittery red or anything like that. Ooh. Ooh.
Have I done something wrong?
Yes, you have. You picked the wrong one. It doesn't always work.
The stone didn't work. The energy didn't transfer.
It didn't work. You know, I was so sure that you got it right.
I feel like I failed.
You have failed. It wasn't me.
Can I just say, got the knack.
Can I say, it might be something to do with the fact, when I used to work in EastEnders, my co-star Scott Madden always said I looked very like the alien with the big almond eyes and the pointy chin. So I'm wondering whether my alien face has somehow
it might be
distracted
I tell you what it is. Earlier on, we were in the back room there. There were some stuff going on with the cameras. It was doing. There is definitely something there.
Yeah.
It's too much alien energy.
Bad.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's an overdose on alien.
Don't feel bad.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not. Like I
Of course you shouldn't feel bad.
If it was a magic trick, it would go right every time.
Yes, exactly. You know? That's so true.
It's good to see it.
It's one of those things.
Thank you, Spyros.
But yeah.
Thank you very much.
This is. Should I just show you this? This is one of the cameras that I used when I made the.
That's for the next time you come in and tell us about your new